Tribe, welcome to another video with your host Stephen. Today I want to show you 7 powerful ways to become more articulate. 7 powerful ways to become more articulate. So what comes to mind when you think of someone who's articulate? Maybe you're thinking of someone who's given a TED Talk. Or maybe you're thinking of someone on a stage talking in front of an audience of 10,000 people. Or maybe someone who's just very eloquent with what they say. But what does it mean to be articulate? Being articulate is nothing more than expressing your thoughts and ideas in such a way that people understand what you're trying to say. Being articulate is about being clear in your messaging. Sometimes we make the mistake of thinking that being articulate is about using big words, but oftentimes when we use big words, it only leads to confusion and misunderstanding. So what are the secrets to being articulate? Secret number 1, expand your vocabulary. One of the ways you can expand your vocabulary is by getting into a habit of reading and writing on a daily basis. Get your hands on a book, an article, or a magazine and read every single day. You don't need to read for 4-6 hours. 20 to 30 minutes will suffice. When you read over time, what happens, your brain will begin to record all of the expressions and the phrases an author uses to describe their ideas. And these ideas will go into your subconscious mind. And when you're in a situation where you're giving a speech, those expressions and those phrases will come to the surface almost subconsciously. And when you're writing, learn to write in your own words and in your own voice. Avoid copying things from the internet. You can get information from the internet, you can learn things from the internet, but write in your own words. Write about your own experiences, write your own reflections. If you meet somebody interesting, write about it. If you learn something new, write about it. And over time, you will find that you become a better communicator and more articulate in your expressions. Secret number 2, practice impromptu speech. Impromptu speech is about improvising and thinking on your feet. Thinking on your feet makes you more articulate because it helps you deliver a great speech on the fly. Think about your communication with your friends or with your colleagues or a partner or a stranger you just met. Most of your communication on a day-to-day basis is unprepared speech. You do not practice what you say to your friends or to your colleagues. You just say what you think in your mind. So when you learn your improvised speech, the overall effect is that you come forward as a better communicator every time you speak to someone. Secret number 3, use pauses. Pauses are verbal full stops. It is a powerful way to emphasize a specific point you're trying to make to your audience. Insert pauses before the point you want to emphasize and after the point you want to emphasize. Using pauses is better than using filler words, words like and like. And if you're accustomed to using filler words, it's okay to use them once in a while, but not all the time. Secret number 4, use variation. Vary the length of sentences you use. If you use a short sentence, follow it up with a long sentence and vice versa. This will help convey your message more clearly. This is important because if you use 3 or 4 or more sentences in tandem, you'll most likely lose your audience due to overload of information. You also want to vary your speed and your volume. For example, you can slow all the way down to make sure that the person understands your phrases and your words. And you can speed all the way up once you're sure the person can follow up with what you're saying. You also want to use volume to emphasize. You can raise your volume to say something happy and more flamboyant, or you can whisper something. And using those techniques and strategies will help convey your message more clearly to your audience. Secret number 5, portray confidence. One of the ways you can portray confidence in a communication situation is to project your voice. What you want to do is to make sure that the person that's furthest to you or the person that's at the back of the room can hear what you're saying. You want to project your voice so that it's appropriate for the venue or the scenario you're in. Another way you can portray confidence is to make sure that your inner life makes you feel stronger about yourself. For example, learn to speak what you know about. Speak what is truthful to you. Why? Because when you speak what is truthful or what you know about, it makes you feel strong about yourself. And when you feel strong about yourself, you're more likely to project your voice and be confident in the thing that you're speaking about. Secret number 6, Listen to yourself. Listen to yourself will help you pick up all of your strengths and your weaknesses and help you identify all of the ways you need to improve in your communication skills. If you're like me, I hate to listen to myself for one reason or the other. I think I'm my harshest critic. And if you have the same experience with listening to yourself, maybe get a friend or a brother or a partner to listen to you and then get feedback from them. All right, I think this is a good segue to our last point. Secret number 7, get feedback. Feedback is the world's report on how you're showing up to the world. Get feedback from your friends, get feedback from your colleagues, get feedback from your partner, get feedback from strangers, because feedback will help you improve. I know when feedback is given to us, it can be very harsh and very critical of us, and sometimes we don't want to receive and listen to feedback, but it's one of the fastest way to improve. If you want to qualify the feedback that you receive from people, because to be honest, not everybody that is in your surroundings wants you to improve. So if you want to make sure that your feedback you get is qualified, make sure that you surround yourself with people who have the same goals like you, who want to improve in their speech and in their communication, so that you get them to listen to you and listen to how you deliver messages, and then get them to tell you how you are showing up to the world. This is one of the fastest ways to improve. So get feedback from people that you trust. Hello tribe, I hope you've picked up a thing or two from this video that will help you become more articulate in your communication. Please share and like this video and head over to our YouTube channel and subscribe. I'm your host Steven, and I look forward to seeing you in the next video.